Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Samantha, and if you like what you see so far, I would be honored if you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you know when I upload. If this is not your first time seeing my face, welcome back, baby. So in today's video, I basically am just trying out the new Natasha Denona Glam palette. So this is actually my first time trying one of her bigger palettes, because I have the mini star palette that has like 5 shades in it, but this is the first like larger palette of hers that I've tried, and I'll share my thoughts at the end of the video. I'm not throwing shade in this video. At least I don't think I am. If you want to come with me on the rather bumpy ride that I embarked on to get to this look, as you see, it worked out in the end, but you know, it was rough there for a second. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, buckle your seatbelt and keep on watching. Okay, so because the look is gonna be more dramatic, I'm gonna start with eyes today. So because the matte shades in this palette are very cool toned, there isn't really a transition shade in here for me. You know what? Okay, I'll try this blend shade. Nope. Does not have the names on the back. I don't know if Natasha Denona always does this, because this is my first like full size palette from her, or I guess it's the medium one. I thought she had like the color, like the shade names labeled. In this palette, it just tells you where to put it. So I'm gonna go into this blend shade and I'm gonna see how it looks in my crease. I'm pretty sure my vote is like 60% ashy. I hope I'm pleasantly surprised. Did that do any? Yeah, I'm going in with Saddle from MAC as my transition shade, because that wasn't it, chief. And I'm going in with my, what's this, fluffy blending brush? Yeah, fluffy eye blender from e.l.f. Okay, so now I'm gonna go on same brush, and I am gonna very carefully go into Smoke and put that in my crease. Okay, that's nice. And it's really hard for me to like be creating fall looks and talking about fall clothes when it's still 187 degrees in California and there are fires everywhere. Like, I was online yesterday window shopping, like virtual window shopping, and honestly, even looking at fall clothes made my stomach hurt. It's not fall yet. Like, it's not fall. I just, like, why is it so hot? I just don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand, bitch. I don't understand. I don't understand, bitch. I digress. Okay, so you know what? We're gonna do a halo eye today. So for the outer edges of the halo, I am gonna go into this outer eyelid shade right here. I'm wondering if I should apply this wet. I don't know. I'll see how it does dry first and then make my determinations after that. Oh, okay, yeah. We're gonna apply that wet. So I'm gonna wet my brush with the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, chamomile, and lavender. And spray. Back to that shade, putting that on the outer edges. Wait a minute. What's happening? I don't know if I like this color. Ooh. What do I do? You know what? No, okay. You know what? The show must go on. Keep going.
You gonna learn today. You gonna learn today.
I have no idea where we're gonna wind up, but at least you'll be coming with me. Okay, let's go. Ooh, this is an interesting color. Oof. It's giving me Tin Man. Ooh, oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm truly, I am confusion. I don't know what is happening with this. Is it because I applied them wet? Oh, but they weren't really showing up dry. What? Oh, okay. Just blend. Just keep on blending.
You know I'm trying to see if it'll work out here, and I know that it's not.
Keep on blending. Nah, you know what? Time out. Start over. Okay, that was kind of a disaster. So we're starting over. Okay, so now I am actually gonna take a bullet brush. This is from Urban Decay.
This is the super duper old one that you can't get anymore, but I'm pretty sure they have something equivalent in their new brushes. I'm so sorry.
And I'm gonna go in the lash line shade and smudge that all over my lash line. Okay, these mattes look like they're pretty pigmented. There's a lot of kick up from the lash line shade, which is the darkest shade in the palette. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a fluffier blending brush. This one is by The Makeup Addiction, and with no product, I'm just going over the edges just to make sure they are nice and soft and blended. All right, and I have a meeting in 5 minutes that I forgot about, so. Okay, so I'm back. My meeting went great. I had dinner and then I sat around for like 2.5 hours. So finishing the eyes. So now I'm gonna take a shader brush. This one is by Delium Tools, and I'm going back into, I'm going back into the lash line shade, this dark color right here. And I'm gonna pack that on the lid because I want that to be like as opaque as possible before I put the lighter color, because I'm still doing a halo eye, just doing it differently than what I had originally planned. So I'm gonna try and get my eyelid as opaque and as dark as possible before I pop the lighter shadow on. So, and just taking a fluffy blending brush with no product on it and blending out those edges. Okay, I should have used a black base, but to be perfectly honest, I had absolutely no idea what I was gonna do today, so I was just pretty much like, oh, I'll just get on camera. I guess I'll do a halo eye. I really had no idea what I was gonna do today, so. And see, this color, like this lash line color, it's not like it's black, it's like an off black, so it's not like it's gonna get like complete like midnight blackout kind of black, but I just want it to be opaque. That's the last layer of that color that I'm, never mind, don't let me get to lying. I can totally see myself going back. Okay, but for now, we're moving on. Okay, so for the pop of color in the center of my lid, I am gonna go into this center eyelid color in the palette, and I'm gonna apply that wet with my Mario Badescu Lavender, Aloe, Chamomile, Green Tea, and Juices and Berries facial spray. We'll see how this goes. Pray for me. Okay, so now I'm taking my baby blender brush and just gonna go on like the very edge. Okay, there we go, that's better. I have an idea. We'll see. Oh my god, is the air off again? False alarm, it's still on. I'm just hot as hell. Okay, so I think to help me blend, because I want to add like another, like a darker metallic, like right in here to blend the two better. So I'm gonna go in with this outer lid color right here, and I'm going with this brush because when I say a little bit, like I truly mean a little bit, because as we saw before, the metallics, they can get a little out of control. I think just a combination of the color and my placement, it just looked weird. I'm gonna go in with this color dry. I don't want it to be super pigmented. Like I don't want like a whole lot of color payoff. It's really just like kind of a buffer in between the light metallic and the dark matte. Sounds legit, right? Okay, bro, yo, these colors are weird. I'm sorry. Okay, what is going on? I need a closer look. Okay, maybe weird wasn't the word, but interesting. Very interesting. Like it's gotta grow on me. Yeah, I mean it's growing on me. Because child is about to be a take 3. Put a little bit more of that up in here. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with the original center eyelid color and in the center, because I kind of lost it with the blending. I think it's mainly just because these colors are so cool toned. I think I don't wear very cool cool toned metallics, and I think that's what my eyes are having an issue with. With that being said, I don't know what the hell I was thinking when I got this palette, only because the colors are so cool, but I mean, it's a pretty palette. So tapping back into that darker metallic, that outer lid color, and I'm back in on the sides with even less product than before to blend those outer corners. And then I promise I'm gonna move on to the other eyes. I promise. I'm gonna try my hardest for this video to not be like 30 minutes. I can't make any promises, but I'm gonna try. So right now I am just blending, trying to blend the matte color and the shimmer as much as I can before I go in with the darker shimmer. And I'm wiping my blending brush off on a paper towel in between colors. I'm sure y'all can see on my face, there's still quite a bit of uncertainty with this eye look. Wish I could say y'all are looking too much into it, but no, you would actually be very accurate. Keep telling myself it's gonna come together, and most eye looks look trash before, you know, you put on liner and lashes. So let us pray. All this time and I'm still on my eyes. Okay, I think what might help, you know what, screw it. I really have no idea at this point. To be perfectly honest, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious who this palette is made for, because I mean, what apparition is using this literal bone white shade as a transition color? Who, Natasha? Transition shades are normally like a shade or two darker than skin tones. Who did this? Who approved it? Oh yeah, girl, we need to talk. All right, so now I'm gonna do a little bit of tight lining just on my upper waterline for now. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Waterline eye pencil in the shade Legend. All right, so I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a wing liner. So I'm using the NYX Epic Ink Liner in the shade Black. You ever do your winged eyeliner and they're so not identical? They're not even fraternal, but you like both of them individually. It's just that they don't match and you don't know which one to, whatever. They're getting covered up by lashes anyway, so. Okay, and that's it for today's video. This is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. So, okay, final thoughts on the Natasha Denona Glam palette. Was I blown away? No. I definitely, like, absolutely need other shadows or like other palettes to accompany this, because to be perfectly honest, like, first of all, the matte shades, they're too cool. And like I said, like, I'm sorry, but ma'am, who did this as a transition shade? Who is lighter than this? Maybe transition means something different to Natasha. So, I mean, the palette, I'll say that it's like moderately brown girl friendly. The reason why it's not like a resounding yes is mainly because sisters tend to look for more warmth in our shadows, especially crease colors. Like, as long as those have some kind of warmth to them, then we're cool. But I just feel like, you know, the metallics in here, I mean, that first one I tried on, I think it was more my placement. I mean, that was tragic. So I'll go on a limb and say that was more user error, not shadow quality. But the metallics, you know, they're cool. I'm really loving this one that I put on the inner corner. This is very pretty, but I mean, also it's a gold, like, and it's a for real gold. It's this shade right here. Like, it's a for real gold, so there's some warmth to it. But as you can see, there aren't very many shades in here that have, you know, brown girl friendly warmth to them. So perhaps I just chose the wrong palette to try. I mean, I've tried Natasha Denona's shadows before. I have the mini star palette, and I mean, I felt like the shadows were nice, but I did want to try at least one full palette, or again, I guess this is like a medium-sized palette. She has bigger palettes than this that cost like triple digits. So I'm not gonna say that I don't like the palette, but I definitely don't love the palette. So this palette is gonna be like more of a supplemental palette. Like, I'll use this for a specific lid shade, a specific crease shade, which honestly, any crease shades, it would literally be one of these two colors, like, because that's pretty much all that's in there for me in terms of a crease shade. Yeah, I feel like this is for me, and just what looks good against my skin. I feel like this would be like my lid shade palette. This isn't like the Soft Glam palette where literally I love every single color in that palette, because the supplemental shades, like the matte shades, the crease shades, the, you know, transition shades and stuff like that are, you know, so good, like in terms of the color itself. There's a way for me to make any other shadow work for me, and honestly for us. I'm not telling you don't get this palette, but I will say, heed my warning. If you do get this palette, be prepared with your favorite transition shade, or, you know, if you have another palette that has your favorite transition shades, your favorite crease colors to blend and whatnot. If you're like an NC44 or darker, these might look a little ashy gray chalky on you. The matte colors anyway. The shimmers, those are fine, but the matte colors. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. It definitely needs some help when being applied to darker skin. Just keep that in mind. All right guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you made it this far, first of all, thank you. Second, drop some leaf emojis in the comments, since we're sliding into fall, even though it does not feel like it outside. Literally are putting out fires, not counting that stupid fire that was started by the gender reveal. Oh, people are so stupid. Anyway, that is it for today's video. If you haven't done so already, make sure to give me a thumbs up, because I'm imagining that if you made it this far in the video, you like what you were watching, right? So give me a thumbs up because that does help me a lot, and it puts my face in your feed more so you don't have to go looking for me. That's a good thing, right? I think so. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I upload. I had fun today. Even through all of my trials, tribulations, struggles, and mistakes, I still like the look. Oh, it's still drying. Oh, you know what? I bet you it's from this, the Bite Beauty lip crayon, even though I love this. I really, really do. It has the opacity of a pencil, like a traditional lip pencil, but it glides on like a lipstick, like a hydrating lipstick, but it feels really good on the lips, and it has pretty good staying power, so I like it a lot. I love this lipstick. I like the eyes too. Love these lashes. These, yeah, the Madhouse lash. If you guys haven't heard of her, she's a relatively new brand, but it's developed by a makeup artist. Follow her on Twitter at Madhouse Lashes. She supports smaller creators. She's dope. Yeah, go follow her. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Let's chat in the comments because I like talking to you guys. I really do. So yeah, drop some comments below. Remember the leaf emoji, okay? Blowing into fall. And that's it. So thank you again. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.